happy with second. It's a good load of points and another trophy, another podium. But we were the quickest out there today as a car and driver combinations.
It's no surprise that McLaren has been collecting podiums this year, and the Spanish GP was no different. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri faced some challenges. From the crucial start to bold strategies, this race had it all. Norris, who started on pole, had to fight to maintain his position, while Piastri faced difficulties right from qualifying. Let's take a look at the decisive moments that influenced the final result and understand the strategies of the team that is almost always near the top every weekend. And if you're a Formula One fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Let's dive into everything that happened in Barcelona. Right at the start, we saw how Lando Norris's pole position turned into a tough battle. Max Verstappen and George Russell managed to overtake Norris on the first lap, forcing the McLaren driver to fall to third place. This initial position change was a decisive moment, as it complicated Norris's strategy for the rest of the race. Norris admitted that the poor start was one of the main factors that compromised his chances of victory. He mentioned that despite the car being incredible that day, losing position right at the start ruined everything. This shows how every detail from the beginning can have a huge impact on the final outcome of a race. This loss of positions at the start not only affected Norris directly, but also influenced the team's strategy, which had to adapt its plan to try to recover lost ground. After the complicated start, McLaren's tire strategy became a crucial factor in trying to regain positions. Norris had to deal with intense traffic, especially getting stuck behind George Russell for a long period. This situation further complicated his race, as the time lost behind Russell prevented Norris from catching up to Verstappen. Andrea Stella, the team principal, highlighted that losing position only to Verstappen would have been more favorable, as Norris could have played his cards more strategically. However, the time spent behind Russell proved decisive and limited the chances of a win. McLaren opted for a tire strategy aimed at a longer stint, allowing Norris to attack with fresher tires in the latter part of the race. This approach could have worked if it weren't for the critical time lost in traffic. In the end, Norris managed to recover to second place, but it became evident that the tire strategy was a high-risk game that didn't pay off as expected due to traffic. This race dynamic emphasizes how vital strategy and execution are in Formula One. The team needs to be prepared to adjust its plans quickly in response to real-time race conditions. Lando Norris had a solid performance in the Spanish GP, even facing significant challenges from the start. After losing positions initially, he managed to stay calm and recover to secure second place. Norris showed admirable consistency throughout the race despite the adversities. In his post-race reflections, Norris acknowledged that his start was the critical point that compromised the victory. He mentioned that the car was in exceptional condition and that the team did a great job, but losing positions right at the beginning ruined everything. Norris emphasized that he will learn from this experience and work to improve his starts in future races. This self-criticism and willingness to learn are important characteristics for any Formula One driver aspiring to success. The ability to analyze one's own mistakes and seek continuous improvement is what differentiates great drivers from good ones. Additionally, Norris highlighted the positive aspects of the race, such as the car's performance and the recovery strategy, showing gratitude to the team for the opportunity to compete at a high level. This positive attitude is crucial for maintaining high morale and continuing to evolve. While Lando Norris faced his own battles, Oscar Piastri also had a challenging weekend at the Spanish GP. From qualifying, it was clear that Piastri would have a difficult path ahead. Issues in qualifying left him in a less favorable starting position, complicating his race right from the start. Piastri started the race in 9th position and struggled to find the necessary pace to compete with the cars ahead. One of the main obstacles was overtaking Pierre Gasly, who proved to be a tough opponent. This delay compromised Piastri's pace, preventing him from closing in on the Ferrari and Mercedes cars as he hoped. Despite the challenges, Piastri managed to recover some positions and finished the race in 7th place. He described the weekend as a consistent struggle, highlighting that it was the first time he faced such continuous difficulty throughout a race weekend. This experience, although frustrating, will serve as a valuable lesson for the young driver. Zak Brown, McLaren's CEO, praised Piastri for his overtakes during the race, emphasizing that despite the difficulties, the young driver showed determination and skill to maximize the possible outcome. Brown believes that with more experience, Piastri will continue to evolve and deliver even better performances. With the Spanish GP concluded, attention now turns to the upcoming races in Austria and Silverstone. Lando Norris expressed cautious optimism for these stages, highlighting that both circuits are among his favorites, where he has historically performed well. Norris believes that with the right adjustments and avoiding the mistakes of Spain, he can not only fight for podiums, but also for victories. Confidence in the McLaren car is high, and the team seems to be finding a consistent rhythm that could be crucial in the upcoming stages of the championship. Oscar Piastri, on the other hand, is focused on analyzing the challenges faced in Spain to understand where he can improve. He acknowledges that each race is a learning opportunity and is determined to apply these lessons in the upcoming races. Piastri has shown a quick learning curve, and with more experience, it is expected that he will continue to improve his performance. Andrea Stella and Zak Brown are confident in the team's ability to adjust their strategies and optimize the driver's performance. With careful planning and precise execution, McLaren hopes not only to compete, but also to outperform direct rivals like Ferrari and Red Bull in future races. Expectations are high, and fans are eager to see if McLaren can continue its streak of good results and finally secure that long-awaited victory. The race in Barcelona once again showcased McLaren's resilience and potential this season. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri faced significant challenges, but both showed why McLaren is consistently on the podium. While Norris struggled with a tough start and complex tire strategy, Piastri dealt with qualifying issues and race pace. Nonetheless, both managed to finish in solid positions, demonstrating the strength and competitiveness of the team. With the upcoming races approaching, expectations are high. McLaren is focused on continuing its upward trajectory and perhaps finally achieving that much-anticipated victory. Stay tuned because the season promises to be exciting. What do you think? Will McLaren manage to win a race this year? Leave your opinions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more analysis and news about Formula One. See you next time.